Hey guys, welcome to the Bows. So today I'll be looking at this week's main event in the UFC, Jose Aldo versus Rob Font. This is a great stylistic matchup. Both fighters place a lot of emphasis on their boxing when they fight, and the winner of this fight will be in a great spot to potentially call for a title shot. Especially for Rob Font. If he beats Aldo, that'll be 5 in a row. For Aldo, that'd be 3 in a row. Even if Font doesn't get a title shot after a win on Saturday, he'll most likely have a fight with Corey Sandhagen next, in my opinion, which would be a crazy fight. Honestly, there are no bad matchups in the bantamweight division. Every fight, I think, will make for a great fight with masterclass technique being displayed. This division is that good. If Aldo wins, he can call for a rematch with Petr Yan, but he did lose that fight fairly recently and he got finished. But man, I want to see Aldo win. Who doesn't like rooting for this guy, honestly? If he wins, he may get Corey Sandhagen next instead. The winner may get Merab Dvalishvili, and he's going to be a tough fight for anyone. He's pretty much the boogeyman of the bantamweight division. I think a lot of fighters will be looking to avoid Merab. Anyway, now that we know the implications for the winner of the fight, who's actually going to win? As much as it pains me to say it, I favor Rob Font in this matchup. In his last fight, Aldo was mainly a boxer, and that's Rob's bread and butter. Rob is going to be the slightly longer and taller fighter, not by much, but it's still something to point out. And Rob Font has one of the best jabs in the sport, and I think he'll utilize the small reach advantage he has as well. Aldo is still fast though. Even his age being 35, he's still fast. Maybe he can close the distance and land combinations. Font's not going to make it easy though. Font did a very good job keeping Cody Garbrandt at the end of his jab the entire fight when he fought last, and Cody is also a super fast fighter with slick boxing and a lot of power. But on the other hand, Cody is quite small, even for a bantamweight. So Aldo won't have to close as much distance as Cody to try and land on Font. It's a tough one to call with certainty, but I think the odds makers got it right. Rob Font should be a slight favorite. On my bookie, Rob Font is a -145 favorite and Aldo is a +115 dog, and I think that's about right. Font is also more efficient with his striking in the sense that he dishes out more than he takes. Meanwhile, the stats suggest that Aldo takes one to give one, at least that's what the striking numbers are suggesting. But if you just use the eye test looking at random samples from their fights, I think that statement is more or less true. I think Aldo can give himself a better chance by mixing it up, which is something I called for him to do against Petr Yan, but he mainly boxed with Yan in that fight, which is the last guy you want to do that with, but the second to last guy you want to do that with in the division is Rob Font. I think Aldo should utilize that leg kick that he throws so well. Everyone who's ever watched an Aldo fight knows about his leg kicks, so that should be a big weapon that he can try and utilize. And I don't think it would be a bad idea for him to try and wrestle. I know that's not something Aldo is necessarily known for, but I think it can give him a chance for success in the grappling exchanges with Rob Font if he can get the fight there. The main point being is that I don't think Aldo has an easy time boxing with Font. I think that could end up looking similar to the Aldo-Yan fight. It would be competitive at first, then I think Font would pull away in the later rounds. I could be wrong. Aldo's boxing has definitely improved since then, and he had a lot of boxing success against Munoz, but Munoz can't box the same way Rob Font can. I think it'll make for a tough styles matchup for Aldo if he fights the way he fought in his last fight. Regardless, let's go Aldo. He's one of my favorite guys to watch, and he's an all-time great, and I want to see him do well. Having a fresh title challenger like Rob Font would be great too. Font versus Petr Yan would be a very interesting fight to me. The boxing exchanges would be great, so let the best man win. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, that's all I got today. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments who you think wins this fight. Am I underestimating Aldo's boxing abilities against Rob Font? Should he grapple? Let me know. Alright, till next time, peace.